From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, I'm Kylie Conway, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Thursday, August 31st. A gorgeous day expected today. Again, a touch warmer. Lots of sunshine and light winds out of the northeast will make for a great Thursday afternoon. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. Police now say it appears the victim in an overnight shooting was riding a motorcycle or moped through an intersection when someone shot him. He then crashed into someone's yard. Police got the call just after 2:30 this morning from someone who spotted him on the ground at 34th and Hillside, just west of Keystone. Police are asking for help figuring out who shot him and why. Authorities indicate someone walking on or along the interstate is badly hurt, hit by a semi. It happened at about 3 this morning in the southbound lanes of I-65 near Fletcher Avenue. This morning, we're working to learn more about the victim. NDOT only describes the person as a pedestrian, but isn't saying yet why they were walking on the interstate. Emergency dispatchers tell us the injured person was not a construction worker. People in the southeast are cleaning up storm damage as Idalia spins back out into the Atlantic. We watched yesterday morning as the storm swamped Cedar Key, an island in the Big Bend region of Florida. Idalia left flooding there and elsewhere. Landfall happened at Keaton Beach. Authorities say the storm would have done much more damage if it had hit somewhere else in Florida, but that's no comfort to people who live in the spot where it did arrive.
These are all little old school Florida villas, and they were just picked up and carried into the Gulf. So that was heartbreaking to see.
Authorities report one death from the storm and hundreds of thousands of people without power. 2 men are dead in a shooting outside of Menards on the far east side of Indianapolis. It happened around 5:30 yesterday afternoon at the store on Pendleton Pike. Police say it started when a Menards security guard stopped a vehicle with several people leaving Menards lumberyard. Police say the guard and the driver of the vehicle got into an argument that ended with them shooting at each other. Both of them later died at the hospital. No one else was hurt. There's no word yet why the security guard stopped the vehicle in the first place. News 8 spoke to one customer who shops the lumberyard each week. They said each time they leave there, there's always someone checking to make sure items were paid for. Names or ages of anyone involved haven't been released. To ITM8, the Marion County Sheriff's Office is sharing alarming new security video of Deputy John Durm's murder. We have clips of this on wishtv.com. The video is intense and may be upsetting to watch. Senior investigative reporter Richard Essex walks us through it.
Deputy John Durm was taken by surprise. The video that we saw this afternoon showed murder suspect Orlando Mitchell partially free himself from the belly chain, the chain that he used to strangle the deputy. Deputy John Durm parked the jail transport van like he'd done 100 times before. Went around back to let inmate Orlando Mitchell out of the van. Durm turned his back to close the van door. Mitchell attacked. We are not going to show you the struggle between the two men. It lasted for 2 minutes.
I want to make it clear that there is one person at fault here. Some have speculated the fault lies in understaffing. Some say it's defective equipment or even complacency. It wasn't understaffing that killed John Durm. It was not faulty equipment that killed him, nor was it complacency. It was Orlando Mitchell.
The video shows Mitchell taking keys from Deputy Durm, which he used to unlock the handcuffs and start the jail transport van. Mitchell wasted no time making a run for it. A Cumberland police officer spotted Mitchell behind the wheel and sounded the alarm. The officer also found an unresponsive Deputy Durm and summoned help. In just a matter of seconds, cameras at the Criminal Justice Center recorded Mitchell driving the van right through the security gates. Mitchell raced south away from the Criminal Justice Center towards Prospect Street just as 2 Marion County Sheriff's deputies started after him. Mitchell crashed the van and was quickly put back into handcuffs. One big unanswered question: how Orlando Mitchell was able to partially free himself from the belly chain. Video from earlier in the day shows Mitchell with a chain around him as he went to and arrived at Eskenazi Hospital. Hospital video shows him fidgeting with the ankle cuffs. There is no video cameras inside of the jail transport vans. Sheriff Forsall says it appears the handcuffs and chains were put on properly.
But as you put that chain around, you can fatten yourself up to try to make that so later it'd be looser. We won't know that, but just in viewing, it appears as though they were put on properly.
Sheriff Forstall says that the handcuffs and all the equipment was working properly and that none of it failed. He believes that murder suspect Orlando Mitchell simply slipped out of the chains. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, iTeam8.
iTeam8 also reports the sheriff's office is changing its inmate transport policy following Durm's death. The original policy allowed one deputy to transport accused murderers. Officials now say at least 2 deputies will be on such moves. The new policy also lays out stricter rules for off-site medical care.
All off-site medical services, except those requiring ambulance transport for emergency treatment, shall be evaluated and authorized by our contract physician with the documented reason as why services cannot be provided on-site and by our contract medical provider before being transported.
Another change, inmates accused of murder will wear red clothing as a reminder for potential danger. Mitchell is scheduled to appear in court next week. The Butter Fine Art Fair starts today. After Daybreak's sneak peek at a new Keepers of Culture mural, the official unveiling followed later in the day yesterday. The mural is at the AMP at 16 Tech. The fair is at the Stutz building for the next 3 days. We spoke to the director of the event, who tells us it's a chance for major exposure for artists.
That's the purpose of Butter. Butter is supposed to help the trajectory of your career. And as an artist in Butter 1 and Butter 2, I've seen, and it can serve testament to what that does for us.
Butter, again, is happening at the Stutz building downtown. It features work from 49 Black artists. Organizers promise to sell or loan 100% of the artwork and give the artists all of the proceeds. And this week marks 2 years since the American withdrawal from Afghanistan. To mark the day, the White House released a statement from President Biden paying tribute to the service members killed over the course of the 2-decade war. The 2021 evacuation removed about 120,000 people. 13 service members were killed during the pullout. Earlier this year, the State Department issued a report on the withdrawal detailing the consequences of the withdrawal, including the quick toppling of Afghanistan's government. New York Attorney General Letitia James says Donald Trump inflated his net worth by $2.2 billion. The claims are found in deposition transcripts from April that were made public yesterday. It stems from a civil lawsuit for fraud filed by James. James wants a judge to settle the claim before it goes to its trial that's scheduled in October. That includes ruling that Trump and his company defrauded lenders, insurers, and others with false financial statements. Trump has testified that it didn't matter if they were accurate or not. More people will be traveling this Labor Day weekend than last year. The holiday comes as flights nationwide are backlogged due to Hurricane Idalia's impact. AAA says to expect delays. AAA says domestic air travel bookings are up by 4% year over year. A more staggering stat, international flight bookings are up 44% over last year. Travel expert Scott Keyes attributes it to more travelers feeling comfortable to travel again in the wake of the pandemic. TSA says Friday will have the largest number of passengers. For those hitting the road this weekend, GasBuddy reports the national gas price average is $3.82. That is 5 cents less than the same time last year. To business headlines, American Airlines flight attendants voted to authorize a strike if the company refuses to agree to reasonable contract terms. The union says 99% voted in favor. The deliberations come as union workers, including pilots, employees, and delivery drivers, enjoy enhanced bargaining power against the backdrop of a tight labor market. Extreme heat and drought are taking a toll on U.S. crops. Scouts that participated at the recent Pro Farmer Midwest Crop Tour said they noticed a lot of dry corn and the crop needs rain to finish out the growing season. The Environmental Protection Agency and U.S. Army released a new rule that slashes federally protected water by more than half following a Supreme Court decision in May that rolled back protections for U.S. wetlands. The decision excluded wetlands and smaller tributaries from being protected as they'd been for the last 45 years. The new rule takes effect immediately. And Circle K offers a discount of 30 cents off fuel today at some locations. The chain says it's a way to honor customers' loyalty. There are discounts on food as well. Finally, today is the final day on the job for Daybreak favorite Randy Ollis. Longtime Wish TV personality and friend of Randy's, Patty Spittler, looks back on his career, his strength through health battles, and his unwavering faith.
Look at that dew point. Wow, all the way up to 73 degrees.
39 years is a long time working at one place, especially in TV.
I don't have months of that.
Let's just roll it. Just roll it.
Although he recently appeared on Lifestyle Live as a co-host, most folks cherish the memories of him and Dave Barris on Daybreak. not just for his forecasts, but for their boyish personalities and chemistry.
I want to say happy birthday to Kimberly Joyce Sanford.
Daybreak started, it was a half-hour show. The rumors were that it will not last a year. So it went from a half-hour show to an hour show to a 90-minute show to a 2-hour show. Now we're 6 hours.
Just some light to moderate rain. That's going to quickly move in and quickly move out of here.
As the weatherman on the new news, Randy was also often sent out to cover events while doing his weather.
Drew, this is for you.
Sometimes with hilarious results.
Oh boy.
Are you all right? Wait a minute.
Oh boy.
Are we okay?
Like horsing around at Market Square Arena with me and Eric Halverson at the desk. Randy also has a satisfying home life. Wife Allison of 42 years, 4 girls, and 6 grandchildren. And he has life lessons to share as well.
I was thinking, what are a couple of the highlights of my career? And I think one thing that was really good for me is when I was fired back in 1989. I was fired. You remember that? Oh, you remember that. So I think that was really good for me at the time because it really helped to build my faith. It really helped me to build my faith because I was a young guy, our family was coming, and here I didn't have a job.
And you were fired for your demeanor. We won't go into that.
Yeah, I think more than one of us have been fired for demeanor.
But then just a few months later, you were rehired.
I was, 5 months later. It seemed like 5 years, but it was 5 months later. And I worked at Preston Safeway in the produce department, chopping lettuce for a while. But it really tested my faith. It really did. So that was kind of a blessing in a way. And I think also, too, my cancer diagnosis, in a way, was a blessing as well.
What did you have?
Right here. It was large B-cell diffuse non-Hodgkin lymphoma cancer. And there's a big knot right here. All the viewers saw it, and we caught it early.
So the viewers are the ones who told you,
no,
Randy, get that check?
I knew about it before.
You knew?
Yeah,
okay.
I just couldn't
say. But that just solidified.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the way the year was going in 2017. I mean, I had a blood clot that year. I had gallbladder surgery that year. Then cancer came along. And then since then, I've had hernia surgery, meniscus surgery. So it's just, we fall apart as we get older. We really do. I would do that. And let me just say this, too. Thank you. Because when I started here in '84, you and many others accepted me. Remember, Mike Ahern was there, all these big shot anchors and that. They all accepted me. I was a young kid. Yeah. I was scared to death to work around these.
We were all young kids.
We were, yeah. These professionals, but they accepted me. Dave has been like a brother to me.
Well, we appreciate all that you do. You're wonderful, you're talented, you're giving, and now you get to enjoy another part of life. So keep persevering, as you would say, and eat some donuts.
We are so excited for Randy. We're going to miss him terribly around here, but we know he will definitely stay in touch. We love you, Ran. This has been your News 8 Daily 8. For Wish TV, I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com. And like us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.